channel.
Hello guys, a beautiful morning to you and welcome to the channel Final, which is a channel that keeps you fresh and updated concerning sport-like related stories from fans' reaction to pre and post-match analysis and of course in the match analysis. Hey Baba, welcome, good morning to you. And be kind enough to follow us across all social media platforms on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and of course our YouTube page at Final, which is 931. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the subscribe and hit the notification icon to get notified whenever we drop productions like this that might interest you. Hey Baba, we're here to discuss a very delicate issue this morning regarding the Super Eagles and Chelle. Believe me, these names are not going anywhere in Nigerian football as it stands, and a lot of us are not impressed by the outings by the boys. Though a lot of people, though a lot of people can argue that 4 point out of 6 is actually good, but consider the fact that where we are and what we needed, 6 out of 6, that's the major problem now. And Chelle in itself is not impressed by the outings. He has forgotten the point now, but the showing of the boys, the patterns he wants to play, he don't feel like these players can play it, and we have strong sources confirming allegedly that 6 players are to be dropped in preparation for the mini competition in London at the Brentford Stadium. You know, we have reported that we are going to play Ghana, you understand, before we eventually play the winners between T and Jamaica. And that's a match a lot of us are looking up to, and we have some names that are making rounds in the internet space. Quickly, let me start from the defense side. Jordan and Igor Ogbu, though these 2 players, we didn't see them in the 2 qualifiers. Exactly. We recently learned that Igor was actually injured. I think that was the reason. But Jordan was a late call to replace Nathan Tella. And we have strong sources that the 2 defensive pair won't be making it to the friendlies in the Unity Cup.
If there's a way it can be more than 6, obviously I've said it that we have to get a little bit of revamping in that team. Like try out new legs and try out new names. It's it's not something that I would like to see. The fact that Ogbu and the other guy Jordan will not be part of this. The coach has the final say.
Yes.
From all indications, they said he has not been impressed by their showings
in training.
And that's why he didn't try them at all. Sometimes you look at when we see something, even when we watch the trainings, you ask yourself what we are saying might not be what the coach is saying.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why he's the gaffer of the team. So we can only trust his judgment. So if he feels like you are not good enough, then, for example, this Bruno Yemachi and Olaino situation.
Yes.
You have a traditional left back, and then you opted and decided
to use a right back at the left back position.
In the left back position. That means you have decided to inconvenient Olaino
to fit in that
position when you have a traditional left back, and then you ask yourself why. Knowing fully well that we have a Bruno Yemachi, which most of us tag as a very good player. We saw him just won the league with
Olympiacos in Greece League.
So, and then you ask yourself, but now it now reminds me of the reason why we saw Jose Parcero also drop this same Bruno Yemachi. Maybe that was the same thing that they saw. So I think coaches have the way
they see things
and the way they see things. So who are we to
question them?
So what I'm saying is, whatever decision you are going with, know that you should be ready to take
the consequences. You're ready to dance to whatever tune you play.
From all indications, it looks like Bruno Yemachi, who is not in this team name now, Jordan Ogbu, and Igor Ogbu and Jordan were not impressive in training. That was why we didn't see them.
In the 2 matches.
The 2 matches. I think Bruno had his
fair share of minutes.
But just talking about Ogbu and Jordan, I think the coach has said they will not be part of this Unity Cup. Reportedly, let's hope. I know that this guy is injured. He's out injured at the moment.
Ogbu, yes.
So that makes a case for him. But Jordan, we already know that Jordan was not supposed to be.
He was not supposed to be the list. It was a late for Nathan Tella.
Just come and fill in the gap. So it's understandable why he's also might be exempted this time around. I would also want to make a case for other defenders, hopefully, so that we can try them. The likes of Felix Agu. That guys that we did.
Now, I'm actually coming there because in as much as they reported 6 players out, there are 6 new players that are coming there to fill in those positions.
If you are claiming that some positions are open, they are supposed to be replacement. I really want to see fresh legs. That's all what I'm all about. Enough of Ekong, Basi,
the same regular names and everything. Even the friendlies, you are seeing some regular names.
Let's see some new names. Let's look at how we can inculcate them into the team. Let's have a little bit of Super Eagles rebranding.
Yeah,
you understand? Under Eric
Chelle.
Chelle, yeah.
Thank you very much, AY. Then moving to the midfield side, he also opted to drop 2 midfielders, of which Al Hassan Yusuf. I think the name has always generated a lot of controversy ever since he moved from the Belgium league to the USA. Now a lot of people are saying that he hasn't played much and the standard of the league and everything. So Al Hassan Yusuf is to be dropped, and Joe Aribo, who recently relegated with Southampton. And if you ask me, I would say those 2 names, they deserve to be dropped in an extent.
I tell you, very, very deserving. Because most people argued that Al Hassan was not supposed to be in the team.
Yes,
It was a quota just to meet
quota
up
system and everything.
with the northern slot and all of those things. And then you ask yourself, at the point he came in to play as a right back in one of the qualifiers, when I think online now Bright Osai was injured.
Yes.
So
you are the right back, yeah.
So that means in your own natural position, there is no space for you.
I'm telling you, you have to make shifts.
So and then he now buttresses what Chelle said after that AFCON draw. He said that after 1 or 2 matches, that's when he can actually figure out
his main team and everything.
That the last call up list was just an audition.
The core players, let him see what they can bring on and everything.
Now you can see that the lapses are showing. Now Al Hassan, who is not supposed to be on the list, might be exempted from this Unity Cup as it stands now, unless anything happens between now and that time. So if you ask me, Al Hassan, some people will make a case for Frank Onyeka. Some will make a case for Christian Tosuchi. Some will make a case for other very good midfielders that are doing well in Europe. The same with Joe Aribo. Look at him now, just got relegated with Southampton.
Yeah.
You understand? He got relegated.
He's not even being favoured as a midfielder in Southampton.
He has played
as a centre back, left back, left wing back.
Ridiculous goals they've conceded.
I'm telling you,
they are out of the league with like 6 or 7 matches to play. So I think he doesn't go well for, and that's why we didn't even see him
get any minute at all.
So if Joe Aribo and Al Hassan Yusuf is exempted, I think most Nigerians will totally agree.
We totally agree. Thank you very much. This talked about position I've always talked about, and we saw the goalkeeper trainer Daniel Padovani came aside to say he has 0 or no confidence in the 3 options being provided to him. Yesterday we talked extensively on this channel. You can go and check our video that we dropped yesterday. The goalkeeping sector, you understand? Strong sources are confirming that Kayode Bankole will be dropped to make shift for a new goalkeeper, because Padovan has recommended that we try a new name in that aspect.
I think Kayode Bankole was also a panic replacement
slot.
A panic slot. I'm not going to lie to you. Some people are making a case for the fact that it's because of he plays in Remo Stars, and Remo Stars is owned by one of the most
assistant coaches and everything.
Apart from the fact that he's an assistant coach, Kunle Tsunami, who is actually the owner of Remo Stars, is prominent in football. He has done a lot for football.
Grassroots football and everything.
Just use one. I don't know.
To compensate and everything. It's Nigeria, I believe it.
Because when you look at the hierarchy of goalkeepers, even in Remo Stars, he's not the standout person there. So how does it make
the list all of a sudden? Nobody saw it coming.
We have a goalkeeper in that same Remo Stars that is one of the goalkeepers of Benin Republic.
Yes.
Now he's been considered as one of the possible replacement of Stanley Wabali in Chipas United. This same goalkeeper, and then we have a Kayode Bankole who is there that does not even have he does not. So I'm saying a lot who is not even one of the best goalkeepers in the league.
In the league, yeah.
So he was just like a replacement that most of us just had to let's see, because we know that we had a first choice, we had a second choice. It's supposed to be third choice. But when we come to say the first choice and second choice are not even reliable now, so why not
the third choice?
The third choice. Let's make a big call by making
I understand.
You understand? Replacing it with somebody that can actually. So whatever names Padovani and Eric Chelle is trying to look at, we have Adebayo Adele, we have Maduka Okoye, we have
Otto Okonko.
A lot of names is
popping around the media space and everything.
So whatever names they want to make, let them just give us somebody that will not be considered goals. Somebody that is as good as whoever is termed as a number one. You know, just give them a playing field ground. Try them out. Let us see the best team. Like I always said, a good coach would spot a good player. Now, a good coach, what I've noticed about good coaches is they always have their own
new players
that they will give their
debuts. Yeah.
And those players are always loyal to them.
Give it all.
Nwabali came.
Yeah.
After that time, you're not seeing
since they dropped down.
Now, so somebody gave Maduka Okoye his own debut. We saw how he went. So he has to also get his own goalkeeper that he can trust and he can also believe. We don't want to see goalkeepers that will be wasting time. We don't want to see goalkeepers that will be sleeping on the floor when we have
40 minutes.
When we have a lot of time to play for. You understand? So a lot of those things are one of the things that we want to see in whoever they are using to replace Macaulay is. No doubt, all of these 6 names are perfect. And nobody will argue it. Nobody will argue it. In fact, nobody is going to argue. These 6 names are worthy.
No, I've called 5. You mean one that I've not called.
Okay, it's many more.
Your protege, the person you have always liked that you gave a chance to, Victor Boniface is in the
Victor
media.
is in the list.
Victor is in the list. He's the only attacker in the list. There's some sections that are saying Chukwueze is on thin ice now on Chelle books. That is the next one to watch out for. He's on probation. That okay, the 2 matches I trusted you to start the games. He gave you about 70 minutes in both games. But Victor Boniface is the one they're looking at. Okay, they're not scoring goals again for Bayern Leverkusen. They're not winning the treble again. Now, what's going on, Victor?
Official, I've said it last time. I said Victor Boniface always keeps it. He makes it hard for us to defend him.
I'm telling you the facts.
At this point in time, I don't even know what to say. Because if you look at, let's assume that he didn't get minutes at the World Cup qualifiers. Look at his span at the club now. Look at how he's going. He's not even a starter. Comrade is coming from the bench.
Comrade.
I'm telling you, Natantella looks more like a starter. He doesn't even sound like he looks more like he's a starter ahead of.
Yes, Stella.
And when you look at
the pattern of football, Stella is, to me, I'll say Stella is a better footballer than Boniface. Techniques and everything.
Before you said that. Now, where I'm going is, when you look at the Bayer Leverkusen team, that Boniface is not starting. You look at which players are
starting ahead of him. Patrick Schick.
Patrick Schick. Frimpong.
I'm telling you.
You ask yourself, why? How?
Boniface.
How did you get this bad? So, if Chelle decides to bench or decide to not call Victor Boniface,
nobody will flinch.
Nobody will move a dime. I think he has given him and other coaches in the past are giving him enough time. And like I said, Unity Cup is a time to try out new players. You get it is a time to try out new player. Samuel Chukwueze is on probation.
Yes, thin ice.
You understand? One leg in, one leg out.
He's melting. The ice
yes, look at the World Cup qualifiers now. Did he
started both games?
And look at his club.
I'm telling you can't even get a minute. Okay, your club are winning 4-0. They can't even put you on.
So many people have said it's a coach's preference. I don't know. You understand? So let's see how things goes. Let's see how things goes for him. But the truth is, let us try out new players. We can't trust these core players anymore. They are sitting so comfortable. Let us try out new players in this Unity Cup and let's see how you can recruit them into this team ahead of the World Cup qualifiers very soon, because that is what is important at this point.
I'm telling you that very important. Time, I think you know why talking about 6 players that are to drop now, of which we included, of which Chukwueze was included as is on probation. We gathered that there are players that have been listed to possibly replace these players. We can see on the list we have Gataface, Midfielder, Christians Uche. Let me just call the names so that you can just share your own idea.
New leg.
Yes, we have Christians Uche of Gatafe. We have Lazios Fisadele Bashiru. We have Frank Oyinka in Augsburg. We have Natantella of Bayer Leverkusen. We have Gabi Osho that plays in AJ Oxray. We have defender Felix Agu that plays as a left back. We brought them promotion. You mentioned it earlier. Then finally we have Maduka Okoye of Udinese. Leon Balongo is also on standby list in case Chelle decide to consider him.
Leon Balongo at 30
doesn't matter now. You know, it doesn't matter.
People are actually making case for him. That's the truth. People are making case for him. But I think I have my reservations for Leon because we are in the Scottish League, which does not have so much competition, and then the age is not on your side.
37 if I'm not mistaken.
Whatever it is a friendly match, like we said. Let us try out new names. But what I'm seeing now is old names resurfacing, which is not bad. Some people have made a case for Frank Oyeka, the tank. If he was in that midfield,
we have saw the game through.
So, let's try. If you start Dele Bashiru was a name that was supposed to be in that list.
He was injured. So
we are glad that he's back into the team. Maduka Okoye, another name that was having
issues, off-field issues.
If he's adjusted to be settled and they feel like he's supposed to be.
It's a worthy name to be there.
Fine. And then Felix Agu, like we already said, he does not trust football in him much. Maybe
left back, Felix Agu, because the traditional left back.
If you can trust him enough to fit into his system. I think Christian Uche, one other good name that nobody
powerful midfielder.
Watch him play. He's energetic. He has the flair. He can play in the midfield. He can play as an attacker. I think he give us that added energy to whatever Victor Osimhen will give us. So I think all of those names are worthy. But I still want him to also look out, stretch out his tentacles, extend his wings to look out for other good players, other new names that will want to prove themselves You understand? Look at what Tolu Arukodare gave us.
Yes, the last time. Yes, he gives a different option for now what we have.
You understand? Because he wants to make a name for himself. So that's what new players will give you, because they know that they know that they might not get another chance. So that small chance that they are getting, they want to
use it of it here,
and then justify the reason why they are wearing the green and white jersey.
Yeah.
So I think you should also extend to look at a wide array of other players. I don't want to see Alex Iwobi in this Unity Cup.
Let him go to Maldives or Rwanda. Let him go and enjoy this.
He's not playing badly. He's not a bad player, and I'm not saying his time is
up. But let's just see what other players have to offer.
Yeah. Enough of Victor Osimhen.
We know what Iwobi will bring. We know what Ademola Lookman will bring.
So a lot of those names, like, let us try out new names.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that 8 players are being suggested.
For the replacement of the 6.
Yeah, which is perfect for me.
Thank you very much, Ewa. You have said it all. Yes, what a great advice you have given to the sick of Chelle. You can stretch out your testicles. You said that tentacles, sorry. Tentacles, sorry. My bad. So you can do more in terms of the goalkeeping section. Yeah. And the players you shortlisted are wonderful names, according to Ewa. The likes of Felix Agu, since you don't trust your left back, is a good option to have. Wonderful kid at Werder Bremen. Believe me, he's lighting up the Bundesliga. And the likes of Boniface, we don't try now. 14 matches so far, no goals. Just an on goal to your name, bro. You can do better than that. And Chukwueze on thin ice. The other players, the likes of Ogbu that is injured, I feel for him. But regardless, the coach knows what he sees. He's the one in training with them, and he's the one camping with them. And definitely, he wants to try out other things. I would have said, I'm still backing him because I know he can do justice to the job. Well, that's our time. Feel free to comment section, share your opinion concerning the position. We'll see you guys.